Hello, everyone. Welcome to Backyard Musings. We're broadcasting live from our living room in Apple Valley. I'm Steve.
I'm Scott.
Thank you for joining us today. Today's segment is about veterans and active duty insomnia associated with people who serve, but it's pretty much anyone who has insomnia and sleeplessness, even though it talks a lot about the military here.
And
So,
I think this is something that a lot of people deal with,
oh yeah, oh
and they
yeah,
don't realize it, right? I mean, they
oh
just
yeah.
yeah.
My wife, she's never served a day in the military, but she has problems with insomnia and sleeplessness. Okay,
Don't we all?
Res- re- researchers are developing a groundbreaking non-medication approach to combat insomnia, particularly in military personnel, by using a novel brain stimulation technique that targets specific brain networks. The team, led by William Scott Kilgore, aims to significantly enhance sleep quality and readiness in service members. Their promising initial results have led to a larger study to further validate and refine this technology. Having sleep issues? Would you like to know more?
So sleep problems are among the top health concerns of military personnel, with an estimated 85% meeting the criteria for a clinically relevant sleep disorder, and as many as 25% identifying insomnia as a primary issue. Those are big numbers.
Yeah.
Uh, I mean, they want you to be up and ready to go, but you need to be alert, right? And
Yeah.
that's tough. So the impact of sleeplessness on force readiness is profound, creating a critical need for developing innovative, effective non-drug interventions. William Scott Kilgore, uh, PhD, and his team in the Social, Cognitive, and Affective Neuroscience, or SCAN, lab in the Department of Psychiatry, uh, or is that psychiatry, right?
Yeah. Sure.
To fill that need. The military does not have a monopoly on sleeplessness. So listen up. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. And in addition to this, I mean, there are best practices that you can utilize. I mean, like cutting off caffeine by midday, reducing your liquid intake to just at dinner, and I mean, hydrating in the morning, but cutting off the liquids right at dinner time. That'll help you from getting up to go pee. Um, and there's other things like when you're in bed, if you're not able to sleep, get out of bed instead of just laying there eyes open. Get out of bed, do something, and then go back to bed. And bed is only used for sleep and you know marital relations. So you shouldn't
Right.
be watching TV in the bed. That's not a best practice. All right. Quote, insomnia is generally believed to be caused, at least in part, by excessive arousal of the brain and body, which is often associated with worry and excessive pre sleep negative and arousing thoughts, said Kilgore, a professor of psychiatry and member of the Bio 5 Institute. Brain imaging has shown that internally focused thoughts tend to activate the default mode network, or DMN, a core system in the brain that processes internal thoughts and emotions and becomes active during rest or introspective activities. And you can also, best practices, you can do mindfulness where you can focus on certain things to calm yourself down and to get into that sleep mode. Also, temperature plays a part. If you're nice and warm and cozy, that helps get you into sleep. Kilgore and his team recently completed a preliminary study to suppress the DMN before sleep using a handheld device that stimulates brain cells with magnetic fields.
So their device, which is held against the scalp for less than a minute, uses transcranial magnetic stimulation to target specific areas of the brain with continuous theta burst stimulation, which delivers rapid, repetitive bursts of magnetic pulses to inhibit brain activity. Transcranial magnetic stimulation is well tolerated. This is a quote. Many people with insomnia describe being unable to turn off their thoughts when trying to fall asleep, Kilgore said. Again, quote, this internal dialogue, worry, and rumination is facilitated by activation within the DMN, perpetuating a cycle of restlessness. Our study's initial findings suggest that by distributing this brain network through a brief 40-second stimulation, we can effectively help individuals achieve better sleep.
Yeah, so when I was on the cruise, I picked up this device right here. It looks like a watch. It's not a watch. It's a device, biometric sleep aid made by Philip Stein. And what it does is I put this on 30 minutes prior to going to sleep on my wrist like a watch, and it sends pulses that match my body frequency somehow. I think it's just like this, but I wear it all night. And my sleep has improved in the probably less than a week I've been using it. No, it's been more than a week. My sleep has improved. So this little baby listed at 200, but I got it for free because of all the money we spent on the Tanzanite. Spent a ton of money on Tanzanite, so they just gave it for free. All right. Participants showed improvements in sleep after one session of continuous theta burst stimulation to a single region of the DMN. The general use of continuous theta burst stimulation for sleep, depression, and other mental health issues is not new, but Kilgore's specific approach stimulates a network in the brain that has not been explored for this purpose. Bolstered by these preliminary findings and the new grant, the research team is launching an expanded 3-year study to examine the long-term effects of 10 repeated administration of continuous theta burst stimulation over a 2-week period.
They will recruit 120 participants with chronic insomnia and assess sleep improvements over several months. Participants will receive brief brain stimulation sessions, and their sleep will be monitored using state-of-the-art sleep trackers and portable at-home brainwave monitors. Again, a quote, by investigating how different areas of the brain respond to continuous theta burst stimulation, we hope to fine-tune this approach for maximum effectiveness. And that was quoted by Dr. Kiesig, right? Dr. Kilgore?
Yeah, PhD, yep.
Our aim is to see whether we can improve sleep in the short term and if these improvements can be sustained following treatment. So, cool.
Yeah. The research team includes 2 active duty military consultants with sleep disorders. Their insights and feedback have shaped the study's design, and they'll provide guidance on how to translate the results into meaningful changes for the military community. That's awesome. This study is part of a broader effort to address 2 crucial focus areas outlined by Congress's Traumatic Brain Injury and Psychological Health Research Program: reducing the risk of psychological health conditions and developing novel treatments and interventions.
Again, a quote, this innovative project has tremendous potential to open new avenues for treating one of the major health concerns facing service members, as well as those in the civilian community, said Jordan Karp, MD, psychiatry professor and department chair. And I'm trying to, I don't know if did we mention where he was from?
No, this is the first time we mentioned it in the.
Maybe he's from the same organization as Dr. Kilgore.
Yeah, maybe.
This would represent an important discovery for sleep science and would offer a tangible, drug-free treatment option for those grappling with chronic insomnia and other sleep disorders. So
yeah. So I was on what was that called? Zolpidem. I was on Zolpidem for the longest time, and then the VA suddenly said, "Hey, it's addictive. We want to get you off from it." And I fought it. I mean, I fought it. I don't know if that was the addiction talking, but eventually I just weaned myself from it. I started cutting the tablets in half, and then altogether got off from it, and I seem to be fine. Again, I'm not endorsing any product, but this Philip Stein is the manufacturer, and it has helped for the week and a half that I've been using it. Maybe I'll give periodic updates like once a week, let you know how sleep is going. But you can see I got dark stuff, under my eyes. I've had that for the longest time.
Okay, so now that we've talked about that device you have, and no sponsorship here, you bought that on your own or you got that on your own.
Mm-hmm.
Are those available other than on getting ready to get on a secret location mobile floating device?
I think because we bought it at a place called Diamond International, and it was like in the watches section
So you didn't get that. You didn't get that when you
on the
were
ship.
on the
Yeah,
ship.
no,
Oh,
that was off in the port.
so maybe, I don't know. Have you searched other places? Like, I mean, the first one that comes to my mind is like Amazon or something like that. Have you?
I haven't, but my wife knew about Philip Stein. She knew about it, and I guess he makes these things, and he's renowned for it. So I'm thinking you can get it at any high not high end, but any non mom and pop jewelry store. Maybe Jared Jewelers, maybe brand name type jewelers. You could probably get it at.
Yeah, because I've known people that have worn things similar to that, maybe not as high end, but for motion sickness, they wear like a band around their wrist, and it's supposed to, I don't know, it's supposed to activate or stimulate your pulse or your nerve or something, your the nerves in your wrist to help you overcome motion sickness when you go on planes or ships, boats, maybe even
These actually send out pulses. I don't feel them, but they send out pulses, and I'm not sure if the batteries die. How am I going to know to replace them? I don't know.
that's when the mind takes over, right? Your mind takes over and just thinks it's on, and it's on. Just don't wear it when you're traveling down the Interstate 15 freeway. All right. Well, this is a good story. Yeah, this is good information.
Yeah.
I,
Well, folks.
I personally know a lot of people that have sleep disorders, so this would be good.
All right, folks. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you again this afternoon.
Take care, everyone. Thanks.